Greetings everyone, and great here for another Heroes 1 replay. Spawned on the right side as the British forces, we have Topgaming. Spawning as teammate as the other British forces, we have Limitless. Spawning their opponent as the Panzer Wehrmacht player, we have Snake. And as his teammate as the Panzer League player, we have l-massacre.
Oi, listen up, gents.
See, I actually don't really know where the Brit players usually set up on this map. I can see on this fuel point down here, or maybe right here to get this fuel point, or something along this road. Up north, this fuel point's probably very obvious, but this one wouldn't be half bad either, unless they want to go for a whole bunch of munitions. That's not a possibility.
Petrol reserve secured.
This HQ command truck is making his advance. Let's see where he packs up, or sets up.
We've captured the target.
And looks like he's going to go ahead and set up on this munitions point here, so it's eyeing for more munitions. Grand carry going on up. Got this HQ command truck is packing on up. There was a brief moment of no resources, so they probably lost like 2 or 3 munitions, 2 and 3 fuel. Wehrmacht players laying down some wire. More wire right here. Volksgrenadier should be popping out relatively shortly. I got scope rifles engaging the Volksgrenadiers now. The scope rifles are behind heavy cover, so they're more likely to win out.
Section reported. Who's listening?
Grand carrier advancing will find this Schimwagen. He could try butting it to get it really dead. Grenadiers hop inside this garrison, but there's no windows on this side. There are windows on this side here. G43 squad trying to decapture that fuel point now. They do get that point decaptured. Schimwagen will need to run away a little bit more. Grand carrier is still receiving some fire, but still pretty far from dead. The Brand carrier does fall back. Got 2 squads of Volksgrenadiers now making way up north.
Under fire!
And we've got the Pioneers just laying down some tank traps in that region. Headquarters command truck has been spotted. Both of them have set up on a munitions point now. Grand carrier is being upgraded to MMG carrier as well. Schimwagen does roll on by. Didn't tempt him.
Panzer forces are trying to secure our fuel dump.
Intersection does pop out. This one does get outside the MMG carrier, or soon to be MMG carrier, is getting some repairs now. Cinder grenade thrown, very nice, and that's going to be a very good cinder grenade since it was getting 4 models right there. MMG carrier upgrade has been complete. We're gonna hit these forces now. This intersection is so wounded, and the fact that he's outside of sector makes him move very slow as well. Another incinerator is thrown. Now they're in sector. The Brand carrier has plenty of health and gains some great damage on that G43 squad. That G43 squad just needs to fall back. Got Volksgrenadiers advancing as well. And that's going to be some great damage coming out by the Brand carrier. Does get singed a little bit there as re-advancing his intersections, but does force go back up to that heavy cover there. Brand carrier has received quite a bit of fire there. He does use the repair ability once again. And we do have a lieutenant here that will greatly help out these forces. The Volksgrenadiers do fall back. Over here we've got the officer and Bren gun advancing.
Supply lines are broken.
And this Grenadier squad needs to fall back. They do fall back there as well, going for casualty clearization. Luckily with the extra missions they are claiming, that will of course give them some much needed health.
Just point us at Jerry.
German forces are trying to secure one of our
Fuel
sectors.
depot capture complete, sir.
The VP is being captured up
Jerry's
by
cut forward
the
supply lines.
Schimwagen. The Brand carrier is coming to respond to it. Of course, it's an unarmed unit versus a unit that has a medium machine gun and a light machine gun. Or, of course, an automatic rifle, really. And there goes the Schimwagen now.
Enemy vehicle has been knocked out.
Intersection trying to engage these Volksgrenadiers, but there's 3 squads of Volksgrenadiers. The Scope Rifle Squad does need to fall back. They do fall back. And I've got the Bren guns behind some heavy cover there. It's a good firing point for them. We also got a lieutenant in the region here to support them as well, so we'll need to force them back relatively soon. And now the intersection is falling on back. B-43 is trying to engage. There's 2 inspired intersections here. Pantrick squad is also here. He's perhaps eyeing for a senior grenade. So grenade is thrown from the Pantrick squad. He does avoid it as he runs through it. Oops, and there goes the camera going crazy. B-43 squads are advancing in case of good hits there onto those infantry sections. We've got the Bren carrier also advancing as well. Another command truck or infantry support truck being deployed on out.
Drink it up, lads. This is what we came for. Pat yourselves on the back.
You hear that, gobshite? He's gonna get us all killed.
Pioneers receiving quite a bit of fire right there, and they do fall back.
Establish a base here, lads.
Ready to fill the day.
Let's see, looks like it's set on up inside the base command sector. It's not on a resource point.
The initiative
You
is
need to get
ours.
right here for a
Victory
resource
countdown
point.
started.
I hate the piano. My grandmother used to kill
Ready for action, Captain.
Major doesn't have a clue, does he?
Regular grenadiers being pushed out on the field. Fresh grenadiers, they do have 1 level of veterancy here. Flaming pioneers also here to support as well, but that's a lot of forces here. These pioneers are receiving quite a bit of fire there. These folks grenadiers are also massing on forward as well. It's got a big blob charging on forward. Now's the time for some stun grenades if he ever has them. Flamer pioneers getting some great damage in the mix as well, knocking around these forces. Does get the rogue charge there and does fall back now. And it sounds like he has selected Royal Artillery now. We've got these Grenadiers have moving their way forward. Let's switch over to the other Brit. Unknown doctrine selected, but there is a doctrine selected. For the Panzer League player, it looks like there's no doctrine selected just yet. And for the Wehrmacht player, same things there as well. So both the Brits have selected a doctrine. I'm not sure what the other Brit has actually selected. Could be Royal Artillery as well. Pantrick does connect, killing off that burn carrier. You see a 25 pounder for him. Yep, I think it's Royal Artillery as well. It's not Royal Engineers. And I don't think it's come out as well, so I think it's Royal Artillery. Pioneers are avoiding that barrage. And now got the scout car deployed on out on the field.
We are losing a strategic sector.
And the casualty clearing station has been built. No medics being utilized. He has plenty of munitions. There's the medic, so a little bit too late for that. Now he has to sort of sit around and wait for him to get healed up. Doesn't take too long, but a little bit poor micromanagement. Captain catch with the central VP, scope rifles, triple scope rifles making their way forward now. Panzer Grenadiers, of course, need to fall back, sustain a bit too much damage there. I hear a landmine. Yep, landmine right there. I'm gonna try to focus down some of this wire with the Piets. The Piets are within the minimum range, so they're just running towards it. And it's not going well for them.
300 points.
223 was spotted there, does fall back severely wounded by the scope rifle fire. And got these Panzer Grenadiers are falling back as well. Could see you deployed as an marksman.
Germans are seizing territory from us.
And looks like the Panzer Grenadier squad will manage to escape on out of there. Patrick does, of course, roll a miss. This one will need to fall back, so down to one last member. And Blue's trying to go for the city grenade and gets wiped out doing so. We also got 4-man squad upgrades for this Panzer League player. And this guy may get wiped out. These guys are just going streaming one by one in open ground, which is not great. Flamer Pioneers are advancing, trying to get some good damage to there. And the Flamer Pioneers will get some good damage there. Does use the deploy designated marksman there to finish off one of those Flamer Pioneers. The other one will get gunned down. That's a bit of a loss for the Panzer Elite player, or not Panzer Elite player, Wehrmacht player. Half-track being deployed on now. Has 3 squads of Volksgrenadiers, 2 squads of regular Grenadiers. Now these forces making their way forward over here. We got a Staghound being upgraded to 50 cal now.
Artillery.
Yep, and they both have gone for artillery. The Panzer player looks like he has not selected the doctrine just yet, nor has the Wehrmacht player. He does have one Pioneer not loading the back of the half-track. Half-track's back advancing. We may see the Staghound engaging, but these forces are advancing as well. As the Volksgrenadiers are fighting from light cover there, but getting ripped apart, just too much fire rate here. They need to fall back. And looks like this one may get wiped out. Does have efficiency 2 there, very nice, and one of the Volksgrenadiers does get wiped out. This one still seems some fire there. Oh yeah, have I cast this replay? I may have cast this replay. If I remember correctly, he gets inside the garrison, which will vent him from fire and gets anything here, because these are not windows, they're doors, so they can't fire out of them. So yep, I may have actually cast this replay already. Oops. And this is why you need not to put the guys right there. Only one Patrick's firing. He does take up the casualty clearing station here, but now got all these forces here. We're not going to receive any fire because they're on the they're fighting against doors and not windows. Staghound's receiving some fire as well, but one Patrick's not really easy to take out a Staghound. These forces need to retreat back immediately, or perhaps load inside the half track and drive out of there. But looks like these Grenadiers going to be. They do get inside the half track there. They're going to need to drive out of there, but the half track's not moving. The Staghound's getting tied up on terrain there. He needs to roll a miss there. And this is tied up on terrain himself. Does help out there as well. Does go and retreat back. And the half track will get gunned down. One of the Grenadiers do go down, dropping a Panzertrack right there. This guy may be wiped out on the retreat path. There could be a landmine on the street, or what designated marksman. Intersections does manage to fall out of there.
Grab your gear.
Looks like these guys are sprinting their way forward. Two dudes in there heading up north as well. Staghound advancing. We may see a pair of Panzerfaust here. The Cromwell gets a good hit there as the Staghound's getting some good kills on the Volksgrenadiers. Volksgrenadiers are falling on back. And up north, we do got these forces going to be forcing back that Panzer Grenadier squad. That Panzer Grenadier can't stay around for too long. After capture the point there, this Captain Horn will seem to fire from that one garrison. The Captain may actually go down there to that far garrison. This one does fall back. Captain catches a Panzerschreck. And Incendiary Grenade was thrown there, burning the Lieutenant. Let's take out the Panzer Grenadier right there. The Lieutenant needs right here needs to make sure he stays back a little bit, or else he may get gunned down as well. Cromwell and Staghound advancing gets good damage in. And now we do got a half-track load up with some more Grenadiers, regular Grenadiers with Panzerschrecks. And looks like the Tank Buster squad will fall back.
Great, another replacement. Ready for duty.
And we got a pair of Kangaroos here.
They're firing on us.
They do get a nice, they immediately get gunned up by the Vickers replacement because they're running around everywhere. One of these Volksgrenadiers or regular Grenadier squads may get suppressed. No, they do not. Kangaroo's not coming in advance, trying to get some hits there onto the half track. And does get some crushes there. Kangaroos are receiving quite a bit of fire there. He should say anything. He was playing this very horribly. Grenadiers do get wiped on out there. Staghound and Cromwell's in the middle of the map. Not doing a whole lot. We got Panzerschreck squad up north, or in the middle. Does manage to obtain a Panzerschreck there. Very nice. Over here, Hetzer finding some shots there onto the Cromwell. Looks like the Cromwell is slowly winning the fight, but we do got repairs on the Hetzer now. Cromwell gets another pin there, so does the Hetzer. As the Kangaroos are starting advancing right there, Pioneer does go down to the Kangaroos. Cromwell's slowly losing out thanks to the repairs, and now here comes the Kangaroos. Hits do connect with the AT Hetzer. And there goes the AT Hetzer now. Does go down, and now these Kangaroos should be able to make an advance and help clean up the rest of this area. And one that has backed out of the game now. Grenadiers getting ripped apart right there. The other guy has backed on out, and that's going to be the end of the replay. And that's the end of the replay. This is Angry saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.